This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
True told us today, leaders. You should have heard him talking. He said he is done with that two-way shot. Like, done.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
He said, y'all ain't gotta worry. Y'all
Y'all
be about
second-year man from ASU, Kalen Balaj. The game's first
he
play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
And all I hear is
the last time these two teams met, boy, was in the wild card weekend last year as the Eagles
I said, what had you, man? He
Super
said,
Bowl
both had me
title
equal. He
defense,
said, I was so pissed off. I had trouble going to sleep.
Or the double doink run around the world on the Cody Parkey missed field goal, and the Eagles would escape 16-15. Of course, they would go on to lose the following weekend to the New Orleans Saints. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
League game.
Now Balaj. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third left.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Chris Conley, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. First down, Allen. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's what you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
That's why I failed.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Allen. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that's what he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limited to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. First down.
You on back on GTA?
That's complete to the tight end, Everett.
Yeah,
He's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Goddamn minute.
37 yards. So now
This nerd gets me every time.
inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
This gamer tag gets me every single time I see it.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the
Yeah,
30.
102 power
That's
roof.
going to wind up a loss of a full 3
Shit throw me
yards on
off.
1st down.
You don't remember the first time I saw it? I said, True, what you done brought in here?
Yeah, it was quick.
Now on 2nd and 13. Winston. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Cleveland Farrell in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Damn.
How you if I had
Working out of the gun. Winston. And that is incomplete.
Everybody is.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a
Logging
touch
what?
more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
When?
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt.
How do you get it?
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the
You got how
right.
much?
And this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have
Always
time or what the
get it
case
first one.
was.
I'm
Well,
just
in any
going
event, the extra
online
speed
already.
allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Y'all gotta show me something. I don't be seeing nothing to do. I be bored half the time.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard
I be
line.
broke as hell.
Second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially
Every time I try to do something, somebody run me over.
back of this size and these dimensions,
That damn
I
game.
can just tell you, attrition
Oh, man,
does
you
set
cover
in
this.
for a
You
defense
cover
because
this. What
you're
is
excited
that?
about hitting him in the first half.
What's going on here?
Maybe
Huh?
not so much in the second
What-
half.
how am I
as some of these
floating? What's
shorter
going
gains
on?
turn into bigger runs later.
Why was I floating?
To the air, Allen.
What side?
He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Returnable for Thomas. Uses the spin. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs.
Typical
Number
old guy
two goal
answer.
is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least
What are y'all doing? Like, seriously, like, what are y'all doing right now?
On 2nd and 9, Winston.
Blackjack.
And this is
Somebody's playing the Sims.
Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 3rd down, Winston. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will.
I got a confident money, dude.
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
Like a gamble,
From the red zone now, Winston. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kalen Balaj, his 11th touchdown of the year.
I need that car.
Eagles able to push
I need that car.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Darrell Henderson, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flush to his right. And caught by Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Here's Thomas.
Yeah, man.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far.
Was it a player or just the computer?
Yeah, he wrote to the casino and I was trying to call one of my cars, but he thought I was shooting.
Good what they're seeing and
Still.
how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times we watch 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Balaj, and he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Sheldon Rankins busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Quit out here tricking in video game.
So, man, she's going like that, dude.
I downloaded it to play with y'all, and then I had to download it. Now I gotta download it again because I deleted it.
And stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This one essentially tried to do the heist thing.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And how about that return as he's hauled away inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
To throw, it's Allen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have.
Yeah.
And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Winston now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Toss play to Balaj. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run here with Balaj. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Oh.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Well, this may be a free play for Winston. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And to give this time to the tailback. It was Jonathan Bostic there on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. Touchdown, Philadelphia! 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now Allen, complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Oh, man, this escalator is slow.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Come on, bro.
To throw again. Allen. He completes it to Henry. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Henderson will try and run for the first. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing on first down is Allen. Steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's Allen. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted.
Oh, yeah.
Picked off by Anthony Brown.
24. As soon as you said, "Are you winning?" he threw a pick.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they get into the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen.
The
you know,
Bengals.
something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They try and run on 1st down, but this one's going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half.
Yeah. You mean Tampa Bay?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Brady
They
Nears.
have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard.
Curious to see what the Bengals going to do, too. I like Burrows.
Super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play. Really setting the tone for this third quarter. Caught here by Conley. And he'll
he went to the Cowboys. I wouldn't give a fuck what he did.
I know many people like to throw to their
That's not bad. I hate the Cowboys, man.
Because he creates mismatches with his size, but slot receivers do the same thing with their
Back end, not supposed to like
speed and their route running savvy.
I don't dislike him.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still fourth down upcoming. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on fourth down. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Here's Carson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Pulling the boat. I should have took this way.
So some dude was leaving my apartment building
for
yesterday,
no gain, here's second and 10.
and he dropped his golf clubs. He was in like a little Escalade.
So the shotgun
I
snap
kept on
to
trying to tell
Allen.
him, he dropped him on the highway.
Took a
I
pretty
pulled
good
over,
shot as he
I
tried
grabbed
to
him,
pull that one in.
put him in my back
Couldn't
seat.
hang on,
It was
third
nice
down.
too.
We have not seen a
And
whole
then
lot of
I
wide
sped
open
down the road.
receivers.
I'm trying to tell this
Seemingly
dumbass
has
that,
been
hey, your
contested.
golf clubs fell. He's like, oh, all right. Then he tries to turn around and go get him. Like, dumbass, stay in the back of my car. He gonna give me the peace sign. I swear I started to keep him.
And they've held them in check on the score.
They were nice. They was the nicest. They was nice.
Well.
I was like, damn.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as
I
he
gave
was
him to him.
last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's
I
under
did the right
50%.
thing.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week. Saw how precise he was. Instructed their defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
39-yard punt.
He had them all
6 yards
covered.
on the
I'm like,
return.
he cares
And
about these.
possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Eagles in good position to start out as they
He
come
gave me
up
the peace
first
sign.
and
I
10.
said, like, oh, you want me to keep him?
41-yard
Give me the peace sign one more time.
On first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the
was happy as
play.
hell.
And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Oh man, thank you.
Jameis to throw it.
The dumbass left him on the back of your car.
Inside is into the hands of his
Truck,
tight end,
whatever.
Everett. A big pickup
He
there
had one
for
of
the
them
Eagles, first
Escalades
down,
that had the
18
closed
yards.
hatch. And he had him on top of that.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route,
Every
being able to
two
lean
signs
and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you
Fell out.
stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
You're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit him. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Bosa, man.
Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Easy. Here we go, D. Mike, check 33.
Another try after the first down sack. Winston, quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
What in the world?
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Whoa.
On the draw, this is Penny. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing again on second down. Allen, that's taken in by Henderson. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, exit.
Throwing now is Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That sack came from the corner. On the corner blitz, it was Josh Jackson.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready? Blue lady. Check Mike 54. Mike 50. You can't block me. You can't block me. Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On second down, here's Penny. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Allen's throw is complete, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the gun, it's Allen. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, you got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Bears on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. DeForest Buckner has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. So they're going for it, and here's Allen.
We got another game in the house.
That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. The Eagles defense able to hold.
I need to call the
They
police.
got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now they'll bring up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The Eagles on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Bears take over.
Leave me alone, bro.
At the line, prepping for
Yeah, I
their
got
next
people
drive,
after
the
y'all.
Bears offense.
Yeah, it's this little alien dude, bro. He won't leave me alone, man.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Here's Allen to throw it. He sets to fire deep and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the
She say,
back really in
bruh.
sync. The
She's
front
trying to go
putting on
crazy,
the
bro.
pressure, the backside being ballparks and picking passes off.
Oh, baby.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's a good blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout.
There he goes, right side. A big play there for Philly. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Oh, yeah, come
Bear
on,
in mind, that
like
wasn't a
real
big
life people.
lineman back
like,
there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take it? And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Josh Jackson. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
True flop, Rick.
Tell him to bring it sharp.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Did you tell him what the... Remember you said you were going to tell him the dude told him something?
Oh, he didn't say nothing. He was saying...
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
He ain't say, I mean, this almost I've heard you.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all?